Hi guys, how you all doing? Well, you know what time it is. It's another week, it's over, and I'm going to tell you all about what happened to me last week. Anyhow, before I forget, are you all following me on my other social media things? So I am on Instagram, on the Wisdomteethinger, and then Facebook, I'm on the Dr.D-Nice Beaugelin. Mostly what I put on that page is a whole lot of wellness tips that I've picked up over the years that I'm reading in books, and of course, you know, I'm a physician. Anyway, we're not gonna make this long. Follow me on my other social media platforms. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna use the Kat Von D locket tattoo. This stuff covers like a dream, and honestly, I use this much of it, maybe a little more. We'll see. And because it's so thick, I just really dab it over certain places of my face, mostly in the spots where I think that need an extra bit of coverage. Let's take some from over here, right here. Sunday, last week Sunday, and this is a Dior flat brush. It's a great brush, but it sheds a lot. Gosh, you have like just pieces of brush all over your face. Anyhow, so Sunday we had basketball. My son got to play this time. I didn't have to act a fool, get out there with my basketball mom thing. I didn't have to do that. After they finished their basketball match, one of his little friends is on the basketball team with him, and we went over their house. It was pretty cool. So we watched The Good Dragon. That was for my little one, 5-year-old. He really wanted to watch that, and I watched it with him. And then after that, we watched Moana. Did y'all see that? It was a good show. We were burning the midnight oil though on a school night, because y'all know they had to go to school next day. And we were out there till late o'clock. We really should have left earlier, but whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta just let it slide. Do y'all ever let y'all kids stay up later than they should? Concealer. This is the Maybeline Fit Me. So that was Sunday. Then Monday, I told you all I'm working on a farm, right? I'm trying to, not working on a farm, but working on my own farm. I'm trying to make a farm in my house. I have a lot of property, and I want a whole half of my house to be a farm. I'm going to start off small, but I have a little compost heap that I'm working on. This is the Shea Moisture Concealer too. It's a little lighter. I just dab it a little bit over here just to brighten up the corner of the eyes. This is one of those flat brush that I told you I got on the set. But you know what? I'm going to let this sit a little while before we go to it. And we'll fill in our eyebrows while we're letting it sit. Working on my little farm. And I have this compost heap that I've been just working with. I found this technique. It's called the hot technique on YouTube. And I've been working on it. I'm not sure if it's working. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. But it's breaking down a little bit, but not as well as I want. I don't know if I'm going to have it ready for the planting season, but we'll see. But anyway, my dad was helping me. I don't know if y'all know, my dad had a stroke, so he couldn't be like physically out there with me, but he was sitting on this like closed-in porch that we have. It's glass, and he was sitting there, and I had the door open so I could hear him, and he was yelling his directions from inside the porch. It was pretty cool, because you know, he used to do a composting in Jamaica, and he was really helpful. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy to have him too, and of course it's good to have the company when you're out there working in the yard. You know, this is the usual pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the only thing I use on my brow. No, let me not say the only thing. During the week, for a quick brow, I have this other brow thing that I use. Maybe I'll grab it next week and show you all. I love it. It really is so cool. It has, who makes it? I think it's Makeup Forever. And it has a highlighter stick on one end, on the other end too, for you to put underneath your brow. Anyhow, so Monday I mostly worked on my composting and went to the gym, lift some weights, really hit it hard too. So we're gonna go back to the concealer, and this is one of those flat brushes that I told you I got at TJ Maxx or somebody like that. Just gonna blend it out with that. So that was Monday, what I did. I just did a little composting. And then Tuesday, that's the beginning. Tuesday is my Monday. That's the beginning of my work week. And it was a good day. You know, I do my administrative hours on Tuesday. So it was good. Got a lot of meetings done. So I'm just going to take just a regular foundation brush and just blend out the edges just a little bit between the concealer and the foundation. Yeah, we had some issues come up, and I had to, as the medical director, you know, you got to go in and try to help solve it. It took a little while. Honestly, it took until, gosh, I think it's Thursday before we got it resolved, but it was good. It was good. I don't know, it's challenging. I like that. I like that. So that was Tuesday. Then Wednesday, so this is just the ambient light. I'm just going to set everything with it. I use which color is that one? I use the first one. You have the ambient light palette, this whole 3 thing right here. I just use the first one to set the under eye, because that has a little bit less of a sheen in it, I think. And then the rest, I just run it through both of them. I kind of go over the face. I'm not doing much on the cheeks at all, because I'm going to do something else there, just to set the face just a little bit. Wednesday, Charlotte Tilbury, this is a beach stick. I'm going to use it as a bronzer. Wednesday, the most memorable thing about Wednesday was I had the salad. I had this place, O'Kelly's, I think they're in Danville, North Carolina. And they have what I consider to be the best chicken salad. It was amazing. Just gonna buff it out. Just the best chicken salad, and I had that for lunch. Later on, I loaded up my video, and somebody asked me how long my locks are. Right now, I think they're like about the curve of my back, maybe a little bit above it. And before I left Denver, I had them trimmed in the front. You could see I had put some layers in. So the front may be a little shorter. Not maybe, it is a little shorter. So that's where we are. Wednesday. It was a good day, a food day. Then we have Thursday. Thursday is the beginning of my weekend. It's the last day, my work day, and it was a long day. I worked some extra hours for one of the providers, and I don't know, it wasn't too bad. This is just a cream blush, Makeup Forever. Love this color. Do you understand me? Here, you see it? It's like a burnt orangey. It's just amazing. If you're a woman of color, you need to get this. Amazing. I'll have all the products listed in the information section. Anyway, so Thursday, and then one of my friends from high school, his daughter is doing a little rotation with me. He reached out to me and like, do you mind if my daughter hangs out with you? She wants to go to medical school. I was like, sure. Give him back. Yes. So she hung out with me for the first time this past Thursday. And when I got home, guess who was at my house? My friend from high school. I didn't even know he was going to be there, because he and my brother were friends in high school. They were best friends. And my brother was coming into town with his family, and he came over to visit him. I didn't even know he was going to be there. Imagine that. I was with his daughter all day, and then he was at my house in the evening. Anyway, so that was Thursday. Pretty cool day. Like, we'll just call it a blast from the past. The shimmer brick from, who does this? Bobbi Brown shimmer brick. This brush, I love this brush. It's from MAC. It's the 137. It's just very light and airy. I just feather it around in there and just dust it over the cheeks. Just a little shimmer. On the nose. Yeah. You all know this is how I did my makeup for church. It was a Friday. What did I do Friday? Oh, my sister and I, we just about tried to kill ourselves at the gym. That's all I was saying. So this is just the brown eyeliner. This one's from Clarins. And I am just going to give myself a little wing. Doesn't have to be done very carefully. Because this one looks a hot mess. And blend it out. Just blend it out across the line. The lash line. Okay. And where was I? Friday. Yeah, we tried to kill ourselves at the gym. We worked out with a trainer. I did a mile to the gym. Worked out with a trainer. Then we did another bunch of stuff that she did on the treadmill where you're going sideways and you're doing donkey kicks and a whole bunch of things. Then we got on the stair. Let me just tell y'all, I was done. And then after that, you know, I had my gyrotonics class. So I had to go to that. And I went to my gyrotonics class. Be right back. Okay, so back. I went to my gyrotonics class. And she decides that this is going to be the day that we kick it up a notch. Sex Kitten by Bare Minerals eyeshadow. Just dusting it barely over the eyelids. Like when I say barely, with no specific technique at all. Just adds a little glow to the lid. Of course, I usually put on the liner afterwards, but I messed up. Shoot me. I'm still sore from the gym. Let's just say that's the problem. And that was Friday. I really am still sore. Anyhow, yeah, that was Friday. And then my sister, my brother's wife, we'll just call her, she is my sister. No, she's my sister-in-law, but you know, she's like my sister. Anyhow, we all decided that we're going to have, since all the grandkids are in town, we're going to take pictures. So we're like, they got to look alike. Not twinning, but coordinating. So where's the best place to go? Old Navy. We went to Old Navy, and I was committed to the cause. Some people were just about sick of me. My real sister and my brother's wife, because I was so committed to this. These kids need to look the same thing. And I had them up in Old Navy for hours trying to find the perfect coordination outfit for them. I am just going on there with a gold peeper pleaser, it's called, just under the lash line, under the bottom lashes. I don't know, just a little, adds a little something else. And took forever, but we found an outfit. And of course, so I was winging it on the size shoes for my kids. So a 5, not winging it, I knew what sizes they were. A 5, a 2, and a 12. And I was like, that's what they were, because I just bought them some church shoes. Got home, I don't know what Old Navy is doing to their shoes, but they're like a whole size bigger. They really were. But I decided, you know what, I'll just keep it, because at some point they will fit them, right? Anyway, we have them. We took them. I sure had them wearing the big shoes in the photo shoot too. Speaking of which, Sabbath. We have Sabbath. And Sabbath, I love Sabbath. I really do. It just makes me so happy. And Clinique mascara. Went to church. Usual. I was late. I really was, because I decided to, I just took forever getting dressed. I really did. And we were late. And then after that, we went for lunch over my mom's house. And then after that, it was our photo shoot with the kids. Of course, my oldest son, he initially had an attitude because he didn't want to wear them big shoes. Like, you can't even tell that they're big. Just put the shoes on, walk to the thing, and done. We'll take the shoes, we'll put them in the closet after that. You won't have to think about them till your feet could fit in them. But he had to have a whole attitude about that. I don't get it. I don't know. Whatever. But that was it. I'll tell you next week about the pictures. Because this is Sunday and I'm filming and we got the pictures back already. But I ain't going to tell you all about it now. Tune in next week. I think we're almost done. It's time for lipstick. Lipstick and we're done. I love, this is my all-time favorite, Napoleon Perdis. I just love this color. It's a lip gloss, but it kind of has a more dry, it's not a glossy, like shiny lip gloss. It's a more matte, I don't know. I just really love it. And the color, I think it suits me beautifully. Anyway, that was the look. And that was my week. Let me know how your week went in the information, not the information, but you know the section down there. Let me know how it went, okay? All right, guys. See you next week.